Close up look at the necklace. There we go. Hi friends, welcome to iShows DIY. Today we will design a necklace with GGC treasure bag. This one is the Enchanted Jewels. So the purple is what was very attractive to me in this bag. The first thing it came to mind was this awesome pearl. These are 15-inch strand, one full strand of 8mm round royal purple dyed glass pearls. These are not shell pearls, these are glass pearls, and it's heavy and it is very nice. The satin finish on it is very pretty, and also this gorgeous pendant with the bail attached to it. The work is already been done for you, so I was thinking of mixing greens and the tans and the peach and the pink we got in the box, but I wanted this purple to stand out really well in this design. So what I thought was, let me just do just purple. I took some complementing beads from the box as well, these ones, and then this one as well. This we will need for to put it inside the bell, because this 8mm pearl won't fit inside. And then also I took these etched beads. I think these are rose, and I thought maybe I will include this. So I never know what I'm gonna do, but I just pulled. I know for sure I'm gonna work with these items only. I did choose the exclusive color palette, except for this is a little bit gray, but I don't want any other color combination in this. So for this glass pearl, I'm gonna use this is a copper one, so it's okay to use this. I feel that this color is okay. It's 0.45mm 7 strand bead stringing wire is what I'm going to use. You can use 19 strand, you can use whatever you have in available in your stash. And then first thing first, what I'm going to do here is excuse me. So I'm going to cut the strand. Not able to pull this up. Why? I don't know. There we go. So cut all the strands so that we can work with, and this one as well, we need some of those. So I can about say, I don't want to cut, you just pop this, okay, open, and then you can take how many beads you want. I wouldn't need so many of these, so I'm just not gonna cut the entire thing, but I'm just going to figure out a pattern here. We have received chain and links with this, but I want a little bit of copper added to this. So this is some of the beads that I received. Not, I don't think so from which box, but I do have this. This is called, I think, pinch beads, and has that copper and the purple finish to it. So I'm using it, but in spite of this, in the place of this, you can use the hematite beads that we got in the box. That'll look really pretty with this, but I wanted more subtle look to this necklace, because the bail is also very subtle. It's not as bright as the rose gold. It's a coppery finish, so I'm using that, but you can still use that. That'll be perfect for this purple ones. Here we go. You can also use seed beads in the space of this. So if you use this, I'm just figuring it out, a pattern. Figuring a pattern for this. We have 5 of these beads, so I will probably use 4 of them. So see if it looks good. So add some of these beads in the middle to add our bail. So I'm just seeing if it looks good, right? You can use 11 seed beads or 8 seed beads in the place of the, I mean, if you are using 11 seed bead, you can use it between every single pearl. That will look nice as well. So I forgot the crystal. So this is the necklace. How does this look? This one kind of ties the pendant. I really like that part. Only part I wanted to decide was to add any other seed beads or just continue with this pinch bead. The pinch bead gives a little bit of a statement, which I don't want to take it away from the our glass pearls. So that's the only thing I'm still contemplating. Maybe I should use spacer bead or in antique copper. So I removed the pattern and I took this 1mm spacer bead from my stash. I'm not going to use this pinch beads in this because we have so many beads in this bag. I don't want to use something outside except for seed beads or spacer beads. So I took this spacer bead. These are 1mm spacers, which I really like them a lot. This is from my stash, but you can use seed beads for that. And then I have a plan. So I'm just gonna remove this bail. See, there is a pinch bail here and there is again another bail here. So there's an opening here. If you guys notice, just twist it a little bit and slide this out. Okay, and keep this so that we can use this separately is what I was thinking. First I would follow a pattern, of course, and then if I want, I'm thinking I will bring this hearts in. These hearts. The purple ones. You can of course bring this too, but I'm sticking with these things. So these were also a part of the bag. So what I'm going to figure out is a pattern for this and the center. But I would say I will design the center. I mean, Yeah, you cannot design the center first. You will have to go through from one end and then figure out a pattern and then come. So I wanted to use this roundel also because this roundel is lighter color and actually it complements nicely than the darker color. Yet I will use the darker color to go inside this bale because I don't want anything much attraction inside here. I want the filigree to show more. So as I said, you can use a seed bead or a spacer bead, whichever you have available in your stash. Let me go see if I have. I got some lemon or seed beads from my stash. Maybe I won't even use the metallic spacers. So I start with adding seed beads and pearls. So I'll follow a pattern and come back when I'm almost ready to add these ones, and then we will come back to add these two. Okay. Hi friends. So I changed the pattern a bit and I was that's why I removed these two to actually have this way. And I tried and figured it out. Actually it's working fine. I really like how the way this turns out to be, and let me show you guys what I did. It's pretty simple. It's bead stringing at the end of the day, and it doesn't involve anything strenuous or so. All you need to do is so inside this bale, let me just take everything off here. If you want, you can include this one too, but I don't see a possibility where I can do so. I just maybe I will save this for the next project, but we will definitely use the others as you guys can see here. So I followed this pattern, just 11 seed beads and the pearls, and then at some point I added this I divided the pearls into two, and I took two pearls for the earrings, which is here, and then the remaining I have added it. So there is this elongated bead I separated with 11 seed beads as well, and in between there is three and then three, and then I continued with this darker color roundel beads that we received in the box. So, and also I wanted to create what do you call with a head pin, a dangle for this. So I need some head pins which is copper color, since we are using this. I'm just gonna grab some head pins. So take a head pin. I would take a spacer bead. You can take the 11 seed beads also, but I would take this 1mm spacer. Let's see if it goes all the way down. It does. So maybe not all the way down. See this? There is a gap. So maybe seed bead is a way to go, because if I do this, maybe this head pin will come off. So okay, that's good enough for me. Maybe add this in the top. No. I'll just add it in the bottom. Take your round nose pliers, take your needle nose or tweezer nose pliers, bend it at 90 degrees. And I don't want a wrap loop here because I want this to be as short as possible, so make a small loop, not a big loop as well. So cut it with your wire cutters about a centimeter or so. Take your round nose pliers and make yourself a loop. So when you do this, you can add this loop to this one. See, I feel that this loop is still big. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is snip off a little bit. There we go. And then bend it backwards and then forwards. That loop is about, say, right. So now, simple basic loop. Now what you can do is you can add this to the bail and then close this, like how you would open and close a jump ring. That's how you would do that. So that's that. First of all, what I'm going to go ahead and do is add this roundel. Okay, and then add these purple roundels because I don't want to use the light color roundel inside the bail. So you check whether this bail is the 4 beads is filling up the bail or not. So this way it's still not filling up the bail. As you guys can see, it takes 5 roundels to fill up this, but and then the lighter color, so 7 beads totally, 5 of the roundels and 2 of the lighter colors. See this is what I have so far. So now what you do is continue with the pearls. The pearl, so you can follow any pattern you want. I am following this pattern with the lavender color beads and lavender seed beads. See this? So just for the center part I have this pattern going on. So and then I am going to do 3 sets. One is pearl and the lavender and the roundel, then one of this set. That's 1 set. So 2 sets, 1 more. Okay, so when you hold it here, so we need this much, maybe again a pearl, and then the pendant, this becomes way too long. So I will take this off. So it's a trial and error, right? So whichever fits is what we are going to do. So it's okay to try a little bit here and there. However it looks good, then we'll go ahead with that. Seed bead, roundel, a seed bead, then a pearl, seed bead. Let's see if it looks good or not. We need one more pearl, and then you bring it back and you open everything up here, because we need all the roundels to be out. Push it there. There we go. So just need to go through the purple roundels, not the lavender ones. That's why I have those two differently. You push everything the other side, okay, out of the bale. That way it will be easier for you to crisscross through it. The roundels are big enough hole for you to put this 7-strand bead stringing wire twice, so that's not a problem. Okay, this is what you're gonna have. Now if you add the bale and look at it this way, you have the clear picture of how this will look. And since I removed this roundel here, I can't go through this here, so that I need to adjust. But other than that, I wanted to look at it and see if it lays down properly. I can still reduce some of it, is what my thought process is. So I like this one. The only thing I don't like is this bead right here, so I need to add this later. So take this off completely. So as you guys can see, I'm trying it out in front of you. I'm not doing it, it's a trial and error basis. I just have an idea, so I'm just figuring it out how it goes. I will do the pattern once more and then come back, show you guys how it looks without this bead. This bead we will add it later, the roundel. So that's what I was telling. Maybe you can cut short the loop part of the necklace a little bit shorter, is what I'm Here we go. I added all the beads. Now I took the bale off as well. There is 5 of this darker color roundel beads that I'm crisscrossing in. Okay, and then I'm moving the bale inside both the cords, that way it will come on top. Hold on, see this? Just be careful, the filigree part has a lot of holes, so make sure it goes on top of all of these, and then pull this thing down here. So now after this part I will add the lavender roundel and then continue stringing the pattern. So all you need is a seed bead, a pearl, a seed bead, a pearl. So 3 sets of that, and then we have the elongated bead. So continued by a pearl. I'll show you guys how it looks. So this is what it looks. This is how it looks, and this is coming out really pretty. I feel that this is very nice, and I'm going to string the rest of the necklace, and I will come and show you guys the finished I'll show you guys how to finish. See this, I have made a mistake again. There is no seed bead here, there is seed bead here, so I need to fix that part, and then I'll come and show you guys how to finish it with a crimp bead or crimp tube. So I have finished stringing the beads. I have to add this to the other side. So here I'm gonna finish this and then cut off the other end. So we have toggle clasps with the box, so I'm gonna use those. I think we have 7 sets of toggles, so I'm gonna use 2 crimps. Why? Because this one is a little bit we have 2 pendants, and the pendant is heavy, and I want it to be stable. I'm using gold bead crimp tubes. You can as well use the copper ones. I don't have any copper, so I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to come back through both the crimps and then push all the wire down. Make sure the wire is not crisscrossed inside my crimp, and then bring it as close as possible to have a big enough hole for this toggle to move freely. And I'm just going to flat crimp it with my needle nose or tweezer nose pliers. So I have added like 6 beads, seed beads at the end, just to give the toggle enough space to come through, because the toggle bar has to have enough space to come through this. The seed beads fit perfectly on top. See this toggle bar, we need a little bit of space. We cannot have the 8 millimeter, it won't fit. So I have 6 of the 11 of seed beads right there, and then I'm adjusting this, as you guys can see. So I'm just cinching everything back in its place. Bring all these beads down towards that side. And see if it looks good. I feel it does. And then we need a little bit more here. Take my wire cutters and snip off. I still have to add 2 of the pearls, so I'm just about say here I just cut it, and the 2 pearls, and then the 6 seed beads. Okay, take 2 crimps, add your toggle end, make sure this is nice. Now is the time. If you want to change any pattern, just check if everything is fine. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, and everything is fine. So now come back through both the crimps. Hold the tail end and your toggle bar, and then pull this like that. That way it will come close. Just leave big enough loop, and then go ahead and flat crimp it. Now you have this excess tail. Take your wire cutters and snip off as close as possible. This is how it is. Okay, so now the necklace is done. See, when the toggle bar goes like this and comes back through this, it's good to have some space there. Since I added 2 crimp tubes, it actually gave the space, but also the finishing touch with the seed beads, it's good. I like it. So this is what my necklace looks like with the 2 focals, right? So here we go, 6 beads, seed beads, and then pearls divided by separated by 11 seed beads. And then I followed a pattern here. I use the elongated beads. I also use seed beads on either side. Then 3 of the sets, 3 pearls divided by 11 seed beads, and then this elongated bead. Then 3 pearls divided by the 11 seed beads, and then we added the lavender roundel, and then 5 of the dark lavender, dark purple roundels inside the veil. Then we came back, then added 8mm 11 seed bead, and then a roundel, and then 11 8mm, followed by this pattern. In the middle, I added the veil between the 8mm pearl, and then I continued the 11 roundel 11 pearl, and then this. I didn't go through the lavender, light lavender roundel here. I went through only the dark purple roundels inside the veil. It came back again. I made a small dangle with this elongated, because we have this bead, elongated bicone bead, 5 of them, so I utilized that. Then came back again, added the lavender roundel, and continued the pattern here, and then finished it off with 2 crimps, and this is the end result. So I hope I'll just zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see better. I guess it's in the frame, right? Thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.